All right, guys, you know what time it is. It's time for that wooden laconic, that best actor, that best actress, that whoever you thought like stole your heart, stole the scene stealers.
Up first, we did Joker. That put Joaquin Phoenix on the board.
Now it's time for the invention of lying and the piece of wood that is Jennifer Gardner.
Next up, we did Howard the Duck. Chip Zayn.
The Candyman can. Yahya Abdul Mateen II.
The people under the stairs got Brandon Quentin Adams up there. Little Brandon.
Lil Beezy. Ghostbusters trilogy minus the female version. Harold, rest in peace, Ramis.
Die Hard, the only version. Alan, rest in peace, Rickman.
The Matrix, the fourth version quadrilogy, 3, 2, 1. Neil Patrick Harris and Lawrence, I Am Morpheus Fishburne.
Torture. The French Dispatch got Jeffrey Wright up there.
Being there, and we are now part of the population that has seen it, unlike 90% of the population. Peter, rest in peace, Sellers.
And Studio 666 are Rami Jaffe.
And a special rest in peace to
Taylor Hawkins.
That's right.
Foo Fighters.
1, 3, 5, 7. Face Off. Literally take the face off Nicolas Cage.
And that brings us straight into Blades of Glory, for which I have 2 honorable mentions. Nick Swardson is my first honorable mention.
And I'm still gonna kill you someday.
As Hector, because he's what he did with the little bit of time he had. He was always a highlight every time he's on the screen, so I feel like he deserves that. Honorable mention to old Nick Swardson. And he's great in Reno 911. He's a reoccurring character on Reno 911. He's fucking hilarious on that and Grandma's Boy. He's pops up in all of Adam Sandler's stuff.
That actually was one of my honorable mentions, and again, it's because of the fact that when you know how hard it is to stick out in a film with Will Ferrell, Will Arnett, John Heder, Jenna Fisher, you go on Romney, Malco. Like, if you think about all these people that make you laugh and are part of all these classic series and movies, and they're like, you only got so much time and you still got to stand out.
Mm-hmm.
And I, to me, that's truly what makes it. Like, he's one of the best, I think, honorable mentions that we've actually had. He's pretty dope.
Yeah, he's good in everything he's in too. My other honorable mention is to Luke Wilson.
Let's just move on. Who'd like to talk about chlamydia?
He's maybe in it for 2 minutes as a sexaholic counselor, but he gets an honorable mention solely for not even a line that he says, but after he tells Chaz, he threatens that he'll have to leave if he messes up. The look that he gives that he shares with that Asian woman sitting next to him, where he looks at her, stares at her a little bit longer than he should. She looks at him. Right as she looks at him, he looks away. He looks back at her. She looks away. He looks away. She looks back at him. It's just such a weird, fucking awkward moment.
Definitely. Until her friend.
And just have to mention in that scene when he threatens Chaz, the way Will Ferrell looks at him and says, "Taylor, come on, man. Like, I need this." The conviction in Will Ferrell's eyes.
Taylor, come on, man.
Come on, man.
This is one time.
Like this unspoken thing. And then, of course, honorable mention to Will Ferrell and John Heder, because John Heder was almost as good as Will Ferrell, which is, that's speaking a lot for itself. And Will Ferrell is, of course, amazing in everything he's in. But they are not neither of them are my scene stealer. It would have been too easy. We got all these A-listers, top of the title actors on the board this season. I wanted to put somebody that was tasked with doing more with less this time.
Okay, I got you. Well, I think this may be my honorable mention. Maybe your scene stealer. I'm not looking, but my other honorable mention was Will Arnett.
Remember how they used to be alive?
I really love what the fuck he did with this character because of, again, same thing we were talking about with Hector. He played pretty much the adversary to Will Ferrell for the most part, as far as in the couples thing.
That might require some bad behavior.
Him laying is a bearskin rug. It's shaped like a bear.
Those two are nothing but a couple of freaks.
Him laying on that alone almost won him the scene stealer from me. He's just laying there,
Heading.
He's like, and then he goes and lays on the sofa. He tells his sister, "Sell yourself." And he's like, "We just messed up for Mark and the fun." She'd be like, and again, like I said, that scene, like, so again, to me, I truly mean these 2 honorable mentions really could have been almost scene stealers to me. And I don't know who you have, but like I say, that's my other honorable mention.
My scene stealer is Craig T. Nelson as coach, and I'll tell you why. He does almost as much with a lot less to work with, and the straight character that he plays so well helps keep the insanity of Farrell and Heater grounded throughout all their antics, and it actually enhances everything that they're doing because he drives it. Like, there would not be this movie without his character, at least, and he brought that character to life perfectly.
Jimmy's here at the arena, you ass.
He makes the jokes work when they're going back and forth with each other.
I'm the rug master.
What's that even mean?
Just shut up and take off your damn shoes.
The cutaways to him are what really take those moments to the next level. And even on the dramatic side, when they're trying to sell, like, the get you hyped up during their routines on the ice, it's always the cutaways to him that gives some kind of credibility to the situation. The fact that Coach, who we've watched on television most of our life as a serious coach, is watching these two dudes on the ice and looking amazed or moved by it, it helps us to buy into what they're selling.
I was wrong. It's suicide.
I just think his character was so necessary, and he actually managed to make me laugh a lot of the times too, just in the way he'd react to things so naturally.
It's over, damn it. Just like that.
I want to give it to Craig T. Nelson. Man, I grew up with him, man. He kept me, like, the coach was like, grandma's house, watching him before I go to sleep.
Now, you really, this normally doesn't happen, but you've actually swayed my opinion on this. I had someone else, but I listened to your points here. I think it is very, because I'm thinking about he had to deal with David Fincher. You know what I'm saying? Talking to him like, you know what I'm saying? You brought me half of a gold medal, and he had to deal with, being out of skating, that whole thing, coming to get Jimmy back, getting him out of jail on the ice. And I'm thinking about the cutaways now. And like you say, again, comedy only works when you really have someone like, just like a magician, you have someone playing in the audience. You got to have someone playing off of you. And it's so hard when you can be funny to freaking not be funny to make other people funny. It's like the catapult. So you
got your Steve Martin to your John Candy, your Robert Downey Jr. to your Zach Galifianakis.
Right. And we're clearly not saying that he was funnier than Will Ferrell or John Heater.
I know.
But
he brought more to the movie overall.
Jimmy, get off your hands. You're gonna need those later. Now, come on.
Because Will Ferrell's jokes they would have landed, but just not as gracefully if we didn't have his reactions.
To it. Like I say, we love the movie so much because of the balance that he brings to it.
You put your clothes on, Jimmy.
Like I say, he was a good coach and he was a good sport.
Nice choice, Coach.
Turned out well.
So, hey, with that fucking being said, I give it to you. And plus, like I said, we grew up with him, so fuck it, coach. And plus, John Heater and Will Ferrell, I'm pretty sure you'll make our board.
Yeah.
All right, with that being said, Craig T. Nelson, get your ass up there, coach. All right, 1, 2. All right, throw the Gatorade on this motherfucker.